Today I've got another nail art for you. It's obviously this nail art, which was mostly just inspired by me wanting to do a gradient and also wanting to use glitter. So pretty much I just decided to do a night sky with it and decided to call it a magical night because of glitter. Yeah, so yeah, let's get started. As always, I started out with base coat, the Essence Studio Nails Hardening Nail Base. Well, to protect my nails against the pigment in the nail polish. As you can see, that doesn't always work perfectly, and also just to make them a bit stronger. And then I used this nail polish by A. England. It's called Spirit of the Moors. Really nice deep blue nail polish with holo glitter in it. For some reason the first layer went on a bit uneven, I guess, in terms of color, but in 2 layers it is very pretty. But I only applied one because I'm going to sponge over it, and also, isn't it annoying when a little piece of dust gets onto the nail? Anyways, then I used this liquid nail art tape by Beautyill, and also Hottie by Sinful Colors, which is a glitter nail polish, as you can see, and also Rimmel Lycra Pro Blue Vogue, which is actually a 12-year-old bottle. But yeah, first I applied the nail art tape around my cuticles just to protect my skin against sponging we're gonna do later. Then for sponging you can use a makeup sponge. I use this one that I got from in a set by China Glaze. And then I applied Hottie onto the middle fingernail, and also I sponged some more onto that. It gives more glitter payoff. I saw that in a lot of Simply Nail Logicals videos, and I thought I'd try it as well. It does actually work. Then I used Blue Vogue and Spirit of the Moors, and then Blue Vogue again onto my other nails, and just made a gradient with it. If your nails are shorter, you can always just do either 2 colors, or you can just make the stripes thinner. And I just sponged on multiple layers of everything, and just let it dry then. And yeah, once it's dry, then it's time for more layers. You don't have to let it dry for very long. Just, a minute or so, maybe half a minute. But I just applied as many layers as needed to get everything opaque. And then it's time to peel off the liquid nail art tape. Can be a bit of a challenge to get the edge, but once it's peeled off, the skin is instantly almost perfectly clean again. And if there is some nail polish on, just use a nail art brush and an acetone, an acetone to clean it up. And I also used that to clean up around the cuticles. Then I used a top coat. This is, I think it's a top coat, at least it just says nail gloss. But yeah, just to even things out, because I want to paint on it, and that just makes it easier. And once that is dry, it already sort of looks like a nice nail art. But of course I wanted more, because I wanted to add glitter later on. So I then used this white nail polish by Calvin Klein, which I actually got at a budget store at some point in time. But yeah, just a white cream nail polish, which I put on a little post-it note, and then I used a very small tiny little nail art brush to paint on some stars. And the way I paint stars is just by making little bows and then attaching them all so it becomes a star. But you could also just make 5 dots and then, bring those together, or whatever way you have of painting stars. Is the end result that matters after all. And then on my ring fingernail I did a moon. And just filled it in. For this step, by the way, you could also use acrylic paint if you don't have white nail polish. That pretty much work exactly the same. And after this step, the nails will look like this. And then of course it was time to add some more glitter, so I just used the same thin top coat again. And just put it onto the stars and the moon. And then just put glitter on it. And then any excess can just be wiped off with a fan brush. By the way, I'm using a post-it note that's been folded underneath my nails to catch the glitter. Because then you can just throw it back into the jar to save up glitter. And yeah, then once the nail polish is dry, then you can just clean off all the other excess glitter. And then my nails look like this. Already nice and glittery, but still, you know, I wanted the glitter to have some more strength, so I did use some more top coat, a thick one by Essence, also to make it feel more smooth. And then finally my nails were done and looked like this. Really glittery, and I really like how this turned out. As you can see, the glitter doesn't even come off the nail all that much like in height. Here you can also see how it looks like in warm light, which I think actually looks nicer. So yeah, thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye! Dry before doing this. Probably should have mentioned it at the beginning. Yeah. Anyways, then I used a little sponge and two other OPI shades, a shimmery green